Have you ever thought about how incredibly precise the universe is? We're about to dive into one of the most powerful examples, the annular solar eclipse of February 17th, 2026. What makes this event so special isn't just the eclipse itself, but where it's happening and what that tells us about our place in the cosmos. So let's talk about this eclipse. It's an annular eclipse, which means we see a stunning ring of fire as the moon passes in front of the sun. But here's the catch. The best view. That perfect ring will only be visible from one of the most remote and uninhabited places on Earth, Antarctica. Why there? It all comes down to shadows and orbital geometry. To understand this, we need to talk about the different parts of an eclipse shadow. You've probably heard of the umbra and the penumbra. The umbra is the darkest central part of the shadow. If you're standing in the umbra during a total solar eclipse, the sun is completely blocked. The penumbra is the lighter outer part of the shadow where you'd only see a partial eclipse. But for an annular eclipse, there's a third type of shadow that comes into play, the antumbra. An annular eclipse happens when the moon is a little farther away from Earth in its orbit, so it appears slightly smaller in the sky. Because it looks smaller, it can't completely cover the sun. The antumbra is the region of the shadow that extends beyond the point of the umbra. If you're standing in the antumbra, you'll see the moon silhouetted against the sun, with that brilliant ring of sunlight shining all around it. Now, think about how incredibly narrow that path of the antumbra is as it sweeps across the Earth for the 2026 eclipse. That very specific, very narrow path just happens to cross almost exclusively over the icy, vast landscapes of Antarctica. A few remote research stations might get a glimpse, but for the most part, this spectacular celestial show will play out for an audience of penguins and polar emptiness. This is what's so profound about it. Small, almost imperceptible shifts in orbital mechanics, a tiny tilt here. A slight change in distance there determine who gets to see the full cosmic performance. A few hundred miles difference in the shadow's path, and major cities might have been in the direct line of sight. But that's not how it works. The universe isn't putting on a show for us. It operates according to the unwavering laws of physics. The planets, the moons, the stars, they all move in a predictable clockwork dance that has been going on for billions of years, and it will continue long after we're gone. This eclipse is a perfect reminder of that. It highlights the fact that we are just observers, lucky enough to witness these moments when our tiny patch of the planet happens to align with these grand cosmic events. Sometimes the greatest spectacles happen where there's no one to watch. There's something humbling and beautiful about that. It forces us to look beyond our own experience and appreciate the sheer scale and indifference of the universe. It's not about us. It's about the intricate, elegant mathematics of space and time. This event also brings up a fascinating question. Does the rarity of an event, or the fact that so few people will ever see it, make it more meaningful? Think about it. We can track it, predict it, and know it's happening. We can imagine that perfect ring of fire blazing in the Antarctic sky even if we can't see it with our own eyes. Does knowing that this incredible event is unfolding, largely unseen, add to its mystique and wonder? For me, it does. It makes me feel more connected to the larger cosmic picture. It's a lesson in perspective. While we go about our daily lives, these grand, silent events are constantly unfolding across the solar system and beyond. The February 2026 eclipse is a powerful, tangible example of this unseen reality. It's a secret shared between the sun, the moon, and the frozen continent at the bottom of the world. What do you think? Does a celestial event feel more special because it's so exclusive? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think about this cosmic perspective. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the mechanics and meaning of eclipses, please give this video a like and consider subscribing for more journeys into the cosmos. Thanks for watching.